friendly language, very positive language. Then we looked at structures of storytelling. We looked at status and status reversals and how to make the status go up and down, and how everybody's fascinated by status. Big status gaps is slapstick, tiny status gaps is observational comedy. It's true in drama as well as in comedy. We looked at people being changed, the importance of emotional change. That's the essence of drama. We looked at action, detail, and emotion, of course, the importance of detail and having some specificity in the details of your stories, otherwise no one believes them and no one cares. We looked at a bit of story structure. You have to start boring and positive, but then you've got somewhere to go. If you start too negative or you start too interesting, what the hell are you going to do then? You've got to build up something that the audience find it worth investing their emotions in before you can wreck it, before they care that you've wrecked it. There's no point wrecking a world that they don't care about. Wreck a world they do care about. But once they care about it, make sure you wreck it, otherwise it's not a story, it's just something nice happening. Stories have to go nice, horrible, nice again. That's how stories work. A long story will go nice, horrible, nice, horrible, nice, horrible, nice. And a tragedy will go nice, horrible, nice, horrible, nice, horrible, nice, horrible. But basically they all follow this essential pattern. You've got to give yourself permission to let things be nice and jolly and fluffy and cheesy and stupid before you can make them go bad. The problem with a storyteller is that once you've built up this nice world with nice fluffy characters, you don't want to wreck it either. You start to identify with the characters, you start to care for the characters. That's when you don't want to get them into trouble. That's when you get into. So you have to be a bit of a sadistic, schizophrenic bastard to be a storyteller. That's the truth, you have to. Then we looked at interruptions, how every story is just a series of routines being interrupted, which is true of life as well. And how to reincorporate, and again, it's true of life as well. The number of memories we have, we're in a smell from childhood, a taste from childhood, a tone in someone's voice, a book, an image, anything. We constantly have things reincorporated in our lives. And every time these things are repeated, they take on more meaning, more significance. They escalate the dramatic importance for us. And this is the stuff that we see reflected in stories. Tom Clancy once said that the only difference between, the great spy writer, the only difference between fiction and reality is that fiction has to make sense. Reality doesn't have to make sense, and it doesn't make sense. The only thing that's artificial about a story is forcing it to make sense. Everything else is as truthful to real human life as you can possibly get. And if you do get it truthful, then the audience will follow you home, and they'll bash your door down to spend the night with you. And they'll give you gold lions at Cannes. So thank you very, very much indeed. Especially big thanks to the people who volunteered to come up here and do stuff. Really scary, improvising in public, so thank you, I really appreciate starting with the boring the audience volunteers, and everyone after that